Hello, everybody, and welcome to GPR Realistic Round 5 in Austria. Uh, yeah, pretty much it. Don't even know what's going to happen. As you can tell, I'm not wild. I'm not Polish or Finnish. So, we'll see what happens. This is Q1 where two people will be knocked out. Because one person will be knocked out because quality ban. So, a nice use of 18 minutes. Got 18 minutes where one person will be knocked out. Right, I'm fairly sure that's not allowed. So, number one. And what a surprise, the Williams team cheating as normal. I'm fairly sure this isn't allowed. Could be wrong. Right, let's sort that out. Get that out. That'd be nice. There you go. First on track is the Mercedes of Voicey. Yeah, there you go, Voicey. So we'll watch his first lap. I believe reserving. Could be wrong again. Through turn one, a little bit of a slide on the entry, but in general manages to keep it fairly nice and tidy as he comes down now the back straight, comes through into turn 3. Oh, nice and tidy through there. Now he can just turn through. Now through there, no long right hander. Great opportunity for him, taking big lock up into the entry of the corner there from the Mercedes driver as he now comes down into this section of corners where lots of time can be lost or gained around this lap. Yeah, sorry if my voice is a bit dodgy today. I've not been feeling well all week, so you can live with it. Already used a lot of his ERS. Short lap, but it's going to affect him down these straights here. Little bit of a slide. Really pushing it to the limits here, and he'll set the original time of a 103.877. Next across the line, validated. He's on the inters anyway. Haas, is that? I swear that's a Haas. Yeah. Tiempo sets a 105.4, followed by inters. Saro then next in the kick Sauber. We'll be looking to at least put in between Voicey and Tiempo in this first run. Of course, only one extra person getting knocked out in Q1 today due to a couple of people not being here and Breaking Man having a quali ban. So Saro will put his kick Sauber, P2, 105.3, just a bit quicker than Tiempo, which is all he needs today. Right behind it was the Alpine. It would just go a little bit quicker as well. The other Mercedes, is that across the line or is that Voicey going to the pits? Yes. Next across the line. Going to the pits after Inters. The Haas, why can't I see Haas today? Coming in, so Max Van is on an outlap. It is the other McLaren also on an outlap of Lighty. Saro, I assume, not doing a lap. And same with the Alpine. Just check. Yes, Saro not on a lap, the Alpine not on a lap. So next up it will actually be the McLaren of Max Van. For the McLaren team here then, as Voicey already retires, only one person going out, that'll be enough for today. And here's maybe one of the big challenges to the top today in the McLaren. A big lock up there coming into the corner. Now into this left-hander. Really fighting the McLaren through there. Not quite getting much of the apex. As you can see, very much struggling maybe with the McLaren a little bit. Through the longer corners, maybe running a bit more straight line speed on his setup. Ooh, and that's going to lose you a lot of time. Should still be alright for Q1, but bit of a heart-in-mouth moment as he goes P2. Lighty, we know how quick he is. You expect him to go P1 in the McLaren. Here he comes, across the line, and P1, as expected by a good 3/10. So next up is someone who's not on a lap, then the Aston Martin of Bobby, I assume, yeah, on an out lap. That's a Red Bull, I believe, yeah. Yeah, no one's on a lap, so we'll watch Bobby's entire lap now. He's a quick driver, bit of a slower car. He'll be at least seeing if he can get himself onto that, into that top 2 in Q1 here currently. First sector says it's purple. We'll see if that's true by the end of the lap. I would be slightly surprised if it is true. Due to the car. Another big lock-up as he's about to come through the end of sector 2. Let's see what it's saying, because he is obviously, not surprisingly, not clearly pushing his hardest on this lap. Getting very squirrely and invalidates his lap right there. So as I say, he's not pushing hard, he invalidates his lap. So that's Rosso on a lap. 10 minutes to go in the session, of course. Anyone who has that chance of being P16, I'm sure we'll see a bit of a mad dash. Hello, boss man. As oh, sorry. We're watching now come through the final 2 corners. Will it be enough to take himself above? Well, you'd expect it to go above Leo, but above anyone else. Yes, it will. P4, solid lap from the Williams, and next up is a Racing Bull on an out lap. Bobby just came in, so it will be the Racing Bull on an out lap of Oliver. Next to do a lap. Yeah, so let's watch his entire lap on board here as he comes through turn 1. Nice little entry, good exit. Keeping the car very much stable, which is sometimes hard to do around Austria, especially in this first sector or so. But some very nice corners early in the lap from Oliver here in the Racing Bull. A car that, you know, should be getting out of Q1, but some of the cars around, you never know, screeching against the tyres. He'll get a little bit wide there, won't be enjoying that corner as much. Comes through again wide, can't quite get his Racing Bull car to bite into the corner like he'd want to. Through the first right-hander, through the final corner. What's it going to be for Oliver in the Racing Bull? P4. So still a very, very good lap, one that'll get you through Q1. Leo out lap, that's not Red Bull, that'll be Brandon, then the other RB. You have to be top 15 to go to Q2. So Breaking Bad's already out, and then one other person will be out. There's Brandon, first right-hander. Yeah, even with 17, it's still 15. And then Brandon will go P4, ahead of his teammate, Faisal right behind. However, will defeat that and himself go P4. Now Ryan in the Red Bull. Red Bull needing a better comeback for this season. Only split the RB cars. Definitely you want to see if you're a Red Bull driver. Probably on an out lap, Sara not on a real lap. Don't believe Yusuf on an actual lap either. versions. Ferrari had an actual lap, no. Alpine. Yeah, Leo. So Leo, not on a real lap, great, useful. So fun, I don't think so. They've both done a lap. I believe then it's Bobby. So that took me a second to figure out. So yeah, Bobby next across the line. Again, a guy who expects me into Q2 pretty easily today. Through the first right-hander, nearly invalidates it again. Through the second right, and that'll be a legitimate lap. That should just about, well, we're definitely getting through. There you go. Again, followed up by Yusuf. You should also be easily getting through with Red Bull's poor start to the year. Not with a lap like that, you're not easily getting through. Saro comes into the pits. Not you, it is Leo. So Leo next. I think he's on a lap. Looks like from his ERS usage he's on a lap anyway. Not been able to get that good lap in yet as the Alpine driver who came P2 last week. Okay, that was just a bit of lag. Ferrari Doma goes P4. Couldn't quite catch that one. Jamie has invalidated. So Yusuf 13 seconds up on his time, and you would hope so. With that lap time, Red Bull not enjoying a good season so far. Definitely want to improve on that, and what better place than the Red Bull ring to do such that. As his teammate currently 9th, Yusuf goes 5th, ahead of both Aston Martins, but still improvement needs to be made over the weekend for Red Bull. Next across the line will be Leo's not on a lap, Stone's not on a lap, Yusuf's not on a lap, and Jamie is he's not on a lap. So nobody on a lap, which is the pinnacle of entertainment. I'm going to watch Jamie because he's the only one who might not pit here, because I think he's trying to save his fuel to recharge and get a lap in after invalidating. The only man who's not had a quali ban to set a lap yet, so Jamie in danger of being the guy out as things stands. No, he's the one in the drop zone. In the danger zone there's Tiempo, and with other chances of going out you'd say maybe Saro, Power Twan, and probably Hida Leo as well. As Leo retires, thinks he's done enough, doesn't think everyone will beat him. It's just Jamie pit. Yeah. So it's Power Twan, the only guy on track. Looking to save his qualifying, take himself to Q2 in Alpine. So Power Twan for the Alpine team, they've been doing very well this year, of course. Evans leaving. So let's see, can he get himself safe in safe in Q1? Of course, what would keep you safe for definite is a 104.614. If he could get about 5 tenths of improvement on his lap time, he would definitely be safe, no worries. The end of sector 1, it's just less than a tenth up on his lap time, which he would definitely move up a position or two at this rate. If he can keep this going, I think he will be safe from Q1. A Q1 that is pretty victimless today, it has to be said. Right now it is Breaking Bad with his quali ban going out, and Jamie was yet to set a lap time due to invalidation. As there you go, still not much improvement from the Alpine right now. Probably wants a little bit more with the to definitely feel safe And he's going to back off his lap. Is he going to come into the pits? Yeah, I am not wild. Wild is away. And he comes into the pits and bolts his lap. Doesn't think he had enough improvement. Going to have to get a quick turnaround there. So next out. So next, interestingly, Yusuf on an out lap, even though he is definitely safe. Even though he is definitely safe. Yeah, elevate. Yeah, I've seen you before. Q1, but he is next to do a lap. Don't know if he's just trying to show off or what. But we'll watch him. See what he does. Okay, well he's not starting a lap there, is he? Oh well, this seems a bit weird. This seems fairly, yeah. Nothing going on here, of course. No, nothing there. I would be fuming if I was someone else. Some very interesting games going on here. Getting onto the verge of blocking at this rate. Because that comes from no sort of disingenuine reasons or anything like that, of course. So Jamie didn't see his first sector split. Let's see his second one. Oh, it doesn't matter actually. It says it's purple. Wouldn't surprise me with the toe he just caught. And he should have been validated there. Right there should have been the end of Jamie's qualifying. He came up the pace, which made him look out. I think due to the slipstream, probably will be a lap good enough to get him through. Yeah, 104.9. You expect to see that through into Q2, into a later stage of today. Saro goes P13 as he looks to continue to survive. Tiempo looks like he's just beginning an actual lap now. So Saro's done his lap. I guess it's Oliver then. Now Oliver's invalidated, so it's going to be Tiempo next across the line. So let's see how he does at the end of this first sector. Up by a couple tenths, is that going to be enough? Not quite yet, but it definitely puts him in with a chance at the moment. So Tiempo will know right now there is a chance he gets his Haas into Q2, which has got to be spurring him on. As he's now... Ooh, he's lost a lot of time in that middle sector, which as things stand will hand him out of qualifying one. As he comes through the final corner, has Tiempo rescue enough in this final sector, or is he out? Tiempo does just do enough, but Power Twan is up by nearly 2 tenths. The Alpine needs to just improve by 0.002 to get himself into Q2. So just keep it full calm. Ooh, wide off the pace. That might be the end of his lap. It is. The Alpine crumbles under the pressure at the very end. He needed just minor improvement. The minorest of improvement possible, pretty much. Yet he absolutely crumbles through that last corner, and therefore it will be the Alpine of Power Twan out in Q2, P16 by 0.001, the barest of margins. As Tiempo scrapes his way for Haas into Q2 and will now look to build on his performance for the rest of qualifying. It's Lighty topping the session by 3 tenths, followed by Voicey. So McLaren and Mercedes both high flying today. Again, Alpine only one in the top 5, Ryan in 10th. So there you go, end of Q1. It's a Sweden 1-2 with Lighty and Voicey. And after that is Max Van, Dome, Yusuf, Bobby, Faisal, Leo, Brandon, Ryan, Jamie, Oliver, Saro, Hidalio, Tiempo all through. Out is Breaking Bad with the quali ban, and by the skin of his teeth, Power Twan sees the end of his qualifying today. So we go Q2 now, back to normal kind of F1 resume. 5 people will be out here, so we're left with our top 10 preparing for the race. First out there looks to be Jamie in the Williams. Very lucky to have got his way into Q2 after invalidating his first attempt, second attempt, but the game let him off. He's managed to invalidate his outlap as well. There's something wrong with this man in track limits today. So just waiting for the drivers to come around their outlap before we can get Q2 properly going. Here we go then, watching Jamie, first lap of Q2, here he goes. Through turn 1, keeps it on track, keeps going. Now down the right here. Really want to do a sector 1 through the hairpin. It's now coming down into the right-hander. Oh, I forgot I can do this again. Oh, that did not sound pretty. That corner there. Already. That first sector. To the left. Getting all of it. Maybe optimise the next 6 through this corner, I don't know. Comes through the right. The car on the right there, Red Bull. He comes through the final couple corners now. What's the lap time looking like? Wide again. Does actually keep a valid lap this time though, so for Jamie and the Williams, the world champion sets a 1:05.5. Definitely not the most impressive lap time we're going to see today. His teammate sets a 1:05.2. Where's the lap? There it is. Leo sets a 1:19, not a real lap. Sora's on an outlap. Tiempo then next across the line. The man who got into Q2 by 0.001 seconds. Can he now beat either of the Williams? This is not a real lap, I've just clocked. So Max ran invalidated. Whitey. Ooh, getting very squirrely on the exit of the corner there for very lucky to keep this as a valid lap. Will keep it going now. Slip and slide and not looking great for the Swedish McLaren driver, but it's still going to be enough for a 1:04.8 to top the poles right now. Faisal with a 6.7. Let's keep him where he is. Yusuf comes into the pits. Must start at a very bad lap. Leo also comes into the pits as Saro. Next across the line. Nope. Right, so Max ran on a lap. Looks like Max Fan might be on a lap here. It is McLaren. Of course, that was it, the last one. Oh, missed someone. Oh, no, sorry, not actually on a lap. Max Fan not on a lap then, after all. Bobby's on an out lap. Oliver on an out lap. Sorry, doing an actual lap. No. So it's going to be Bobby next across the line. Here comes Bobby beginning his lap to try and get to Q3. Here comes the Aston Martin. Down through turn 3. Bit of a lock up, I think, on the corner. As his teammate Faisal just up the road, maybe going to look to give him the toe. We'll see. We saw the toe being given, of course, between Red Bull and Williams. There we are. That, if anything, we've only given Bobby dirty air, though, his teammate through the corner. Although, from what I can see on Bobby's lap, I think he might be alright so far. We come to the final 2 corners. For Bobby, where's it going to be? P1, 104.1. A lot quicker than everyone else. Oliver, 105.1. Very good lap. Out lap. Out lap. Ryan, out lap. So it's going to be Brandon, I believe. Next across the line. So let's see what the RB can do. Do you think? No. 0.53. So the RB will now head through the final 2 corners, looking to get himself into that kind of top 5 area, top 4, something around that. For Brandon, it'll be P4, just ahead of his teammates. A very good lap, indeed. Tempo not on a lap. Leo is on a lap. So Leo will be next across the line, the Alpine. The pace looked very good. Definitely someone you expect to see in Q3. Let's see where he goes. Provisional pole for Leo, but an incredible lap from the Alpine. Surprising everybody. Ryan goes 4th. Yusuf goes 3rd. Next up, we'll be voicing the Mercedes. In the Haas. Once again, just fighting that Haas through these. The Haas has gelled them very well. Very, very capable lap. Jamie comes in. So it'll be maybe Voice there. Yusuf off into the gravel. Not what you want to see. Voicey goes P3. Dome in the Ferrari. Maybe a favourite for pole today. There you go. Normal. Wild. I've been roped into this. Light has gone 7/10 quicker than everyone else. So normal. Resumed. Who's next? Dome's going to the gravel as well to let people through. Voice is not on a lap. If that's Max fan, it'll be him. So next to do a lap. Out lap. 5 minutes. Left in Q2. Currently out is Max fan, who's not set a lap. Saro's not really set a lap. Jamie, Oliver and Brandon. So a very interesting mixed scare in Q1. So mate. I mean, I have no delta to go off of, so. There's 2 now. He's sorry, currently just a little bit up on his time, but you expect more without that time. There you go, a couple of seconds up now. So can Saro get himself into the top 10? It's only P. As he is currently out, heading out. Ooh, a little bit of and drifting into through the corner. Will be looking to maybe get a position or two from extra from this level. But he will strengthen his chances all the through the last These will be out in Q2. Tiempo, miles down on his time, invalidated. He's out. Can Jamie find a way to claw his Williams into the top 10? Ryan gets himself disqualified, so I don't know what that's going to mean for him. For Jamie, it's going to be P13 and out in Q2. Don't know what the bloody hell's going on here. Oliver, yeah, it's done. So I believe that is your top 10. As Ryan got disqualified, Brandon is promoted into P10. So your top 10 is Lighting, Max Fan, Leo Bobby, Faisal Voicey, Yusuf Dome, Rosso and Brandon. Being Oliver. Tempo with a very big what looked like Q1 could have been Jamie, Sarah, Ryan in the Red Bull with a big shot. So it looks like we've got kind of second row. So there you go, there's the official timing sheets. There's your top 10, like we went through before, with Oliver in the RB, Tempo in the Haas, Jamie in the Williams, Saro in the Sauber, and Ryan in the Red Bull, all out. Just check if anyone's had a 5-place penalty. Nope. Oh, you want to see it actually. So here we go, it's what Q3 now here in Austria. It's looking like Lighty, a very probable pole sitter for McLaren. So we wait for the first person to come out, and it will be the Ferrari of Dome, first out in Q3. So as we wait for Dome to come around the outlap, this, I reckon, could be a very interesting Q3. Let's watch this lap, the first lap of Q. Through turn one, you know he's going to leave everything down the line with his teammate getting that quali man. A lot of Ferrari's hopes are going to be on him today. So, down the straight. Through that and a bit of a lock up, little bit wide maybe. I think Ferrari are enjoying an alright season this year. Oh yes, yep, they lead the Constructors' Championship. So the Drivers' Championship comes through the double right. Is he backing out the lap? He is backing out the lap. So next up will be Leo, invalidated, great. So it'll be Faisal, the first man to set a lap in Austria. Faisal will set a 1:04.6, a very competitive lap from what we've seen today. Maybe not enough for pole, but a lap that could definitely have him up there, fighting for kind of third row positions. Bobby looks like backed off. See as he comes across the line. Yeah, looks like he had a bit of a back off at the end of his lap. So it'll be the Mercedes Voicey on the out lap. So Yusuf will be next to cross the line. The only Red Bull left standing here in Q3. Of course, Red Bull needing to pick up their ideas here at their home Grand Prix. Yusuf will put this onto provisional pole. That is more like it with Red Bull. A 1:04.1, a very solid lap from Yusuf. So is that what you like to see? Leo is invalidated again. Right, is invalidated. I was looking for so Max from an out lap. Brandon then, the man who got into Q3 due to the DSQ for Ryan in the Red Bull, will put his car P3 ahead of Bobby. Of course, Bobby's not a real lap. Is that Bobby? Yeah, that's Bobby on an actual lap, and a very quick one at that. And he validates through the final corner. Would have been a 4-2 just below Yusuf. So Voicey has validated and pits. So it looks like Rosso next. And I think once again, the Williams team principal in a Red Bull has been giving a toe to his drivers. So Rosso done a very good job to get Williams into Q3, but he's going to abort the lap here. Of course, Yusuf not on a lap, no on an out lap. So Max Fan next across the line, who will actually get someone crossing the line finally. Can the McLaren? No, he invalidates through the final corner. Light on an actual lap? Nope. Bobby, come on, but no, Bobby, no. Everyone's just invalidated in Q3. As things stand at the end of the kind of first usual round, it would be Yusuf on pole. And is Yusuf on a lap here? Looks like he might have fueled up for a second lap. So let's watch the Red Bull. No, he invalidates, of course he does. Like everybody else. So it's the Ferrari of Dome. Back on board with him. Will he finally set a lap here? Sector 2, looks like he's on a lap. As Ferrari will need a good performance to keep hold of their Constructors' Championship lead, as from Dome, as for Breaking Bad had his quali ban. We'll start P17 the race today, so for Dome it's going to be P2, just a little bit slower than Yusuf in the Red Bull, but a very, very solid lap from the Ferrari nonetheless. So at the end of the first proper round, it's Yusuf first, Dome second, Faisal third, Brandon fourth, and Bobby somewhat fifth, with nobody else setting a lap. So we await any other drivers to come out as Dome is not on a lap. Just on his in-lap as we await every other driver for their final laps of qualifying in this pole shootout. Currently would be the Red Bull of Yusuf taking a very surprising pole in the Red Bull ring. But with half the grid yet to make a lap, I'm sure this order will be shook up a lot right come the end. And everyone's in the pits. Come on, lads, let's make this interesting. Someone get out here. Oh, the McLaren has. Whichever one that'll be. Yep, Lighty. So Lighty out on the track in his McLaren. Definitely the favourite for pole. The former world champion. Hasn't set a lap yet, but has topped both Q1 and 2, as he will now look to take his McLaren to the top of the Q3 standings as well. Seems like he's coming out enough, so just in case he invalidates or messes up his lap, he can get another one in to ensure he has pole. So Lighty about to begin his big lap here. So here we go. Lighty beginning his lap. Let's see, will he topple Yusuf from the top of the Q3 throne here in Austria? The McLaren, as I said before, topped Q1 and 2 so far today. Looking to make it a hat-trick here for the Swedish driver, as he's getting a massive tow from his driver, from his teammate, Max Fan. I'm sure that favour might get returned later in this Q3 session, as Lighty so far putting in a very competitive lap time from everything I can tell. 43.9, very, very good looking lap time from the McLaren. Now through, will this be enough? Of course it will. Pole. You're just going to have to give me 2 seconds. Actually, no, not. Got something here that I needed. No, I can't tell colours. Leo's an outlap. Don't want an outlap. Brandon, outlap. It's going to be not set a time yet, of course. P4 quicker than Faisal. Voicey just behind him takes P2. Faisal takes P3. Yusuf tumbling down the grid. Bobby begins his lap. Max Fan invalidated. Down light, he's on a lap. So it will be Leo. P3 in the Alpine now. Brandon just enough for P7. Yusuf beginning his final lap. Voicey not on a lap. So it'll be Bobby next across the line. Bobby 7/10 up. That would currently have him. Not in very position, but I'm sure with a bit more speed through his final couple corners. Oh, he's invalidated. Bobby invalidates. That will be it for his qualifying. Oh, fucking hell. So Max Van next across the line. What's it going to be? Will it be a front row lockout for McLaren? It might be, as he beats Voicey, puts it P2 alongside his teammate. One of the men to beat, going to try and beat Yusuf, not on a real lap there. Dome, not on an actual lap there. What colour is that? That's Leo, not on a lap. Brandon, not on a lap, I don't think either. So I think that is it for Q3. Right there, it is pole position for Lighty. Backyard from McLaren with Max Van P2. Voicey takes P3 from Mercedes as they look to get back to the bets of him. Faisal, maybe. Ferrari Dome, they look to have a big recovery race. Yusuf, you can say ditto for Red Bull with him in 7th, with the sister team car with Brandon behind him. A very solid qualifying from him. Hidaleo in P9 with a great qualifying in the Williams, and Bobby, after looking great in Q1 and 2, couldn't muster up that Q3 lap and will line up at the end of the 5th row. So here we are, ready for the actual race here in Austria. A very impressive performance so far from Lighty. He's got to be everyone's favourite for the race. So here we go, 5 red lights for the GPR, round 5 in Austria. Lights out and away we go. Here in Austria, let's have a look at the tyres. Lighty opting for the hards, same as his teammate, as he keeps it into turn 1. Max Van losing P2 into turn 1 to the McLaren of Voicey. Here we go, Voicey looking for the move on Lighty. Of course, he started on the better tyres, projected to be a 1-stop. I highly doubt we'll see any 2-stoppers. Can Voicey take the lead for Mercedes in this race? Looks like maybe not. The top 4 already creating a bit of a gap, as you can see there. Lighty P1, Voicey P2, Max Van P3, Leo in P4, Faisal already 9/10 back from this pack, coming to end of lap 1. So I don't know what's happened to Rosso off the start, but he has slipped down a lot. Breaking Bad already up 6 positions from his quali ban. Here we go, is there going to be an opportunity for Voicey coming into this back straight with DRS. As the Mercedes has kept pace with Lighty over the lap, and now he's going to rely on the DRS. Can he get his way up into the lead in Austria? He's going to hang back for now, is he? Yes, he is. He's going to. But now could be lined up for the lead. And here he is. Oh, it's Max Van on Voicey at the end, looking to get McLaren back onto Voicey. Maybe having a little look, but no position changes just yet. As Jamie gets past Powertrain, I believe there. Up ahead, it is RB. There's Red Bull as Ryan looks to get the move on Oliver Dunn. And he does. The Red Bull looking to redeem himself after that disqualification. As Yusuf and Brandon are also looking at this potential. Here's Leo, Faisal, Bobby. Everyone's saying lots of Bobby has had a great start. Already up to P6. As if we look at position changes, Bobby Breaking Bad, the big mover, already P10. Here comes Voicey. On Lighty, the medium tyre working a treat early for the McLaren. Leo on Max Van as well. Voicey takes the lead for Mercedes. Leo trying to get Alpine into it. He does. I think, is he going to? Not quite sure. Nope, they're still going to be sabotaged. Lighty gets Voicey back with the DRS. And Leo going to fight every tooth and nail. But there you go. Gets the Alpine P3 and Max Van. Oh, in a very... Has got his team up into... Oh, has moved down to P4. As you can see, Breaking Bad is already up to P9. He wants to still his race win after from the back. Does already flying through this grid. Voicey leading for Mercedes. Maybe a bit of a shock today. Mercedes finally maybe being back. As this is pretty much to the closest you're going to get as a battle. Yusuf is also making a move on Brandon here. But as we say that, Lighty takes back the lead of the race. As Yusuf has got Brandon into P7. His voice going to come back. Yeah, no, Breaking Bad is a bit too good sometimes. It's going to be Lighty and looking ahead for now in the lead once more on those hard tyres as well. Very, very impressive. Very, very... Voicey though, is he going to be lined up to retake the lead here for Mercedes? See, very equal on the ERS. Secretly been great from Leo so far. Once more in the podium positions with Alpine. Continue. As Voicey might... Oh, but here goes Max Van. Down the inside of Leo. Leo looks like he might keep it. On Lighty as well. Oh, Yusuf getting a bit squirrely, having a good battle with the Aston Martins here. Yusuf side with Faisal. Can't. His continues. As is this fight with Yusuf and Faisal continue? I don't know, but Max Van is also right on the back of Leo for this final podium spot. As it seems like Lighty, yeah, is trying to push away DRS's, but Voicey just using the DRS. As here goes Max Van. This time he gets past the Alpine driver. Leo not going to put up much fights because you don't want to lose the top two. Voicey Not going to open his DRS, interestingly. Not thinking about making the move just yet. Happy to sit behind Lighty. Yusuf not Faisal's lost a couple of positions actually. Sorry for missing that. Breaking Bad now already putting pressure on the Red Bull of Yusuf to get its way into the top 6. This has been an incredible opening 6 laps from the Ferrari driver. Yusuf, he won't know where to watch in front or behind him. In front he knows he can get Bobby, but Breaking Bad is flying in the Ferrari behind. As here we go then. As Dome gets past Faisal the DRS. Dome uses a lot of the DRS. Yusuf gets Bobby. And looks like Breaking Bad's going to try following through as well. Can the Ferrari keep on the charge? Oh, with the Red Bull past the Aston Martin. DRS open from both of them now. As Voicey has retook the lead of the Austrian Grand Prix. So much action going on. Breaking Bad is past Bobby. And now into the top 6 for the Ferrari, who started dead last in this one. Behind Brandon and Dome giving it a fight. We're seeing Red Bull and Ferrari and RB and Ferrari on this track. Brandon gets past. And now let's go back to the front runners as Lighty will be looking straight at Voicey, looking to get that move back, looking to take back his P1 that he so rightfully qualified for. Breaking Bad straight on past the Red Bull, now already into the top 5 in 8 laps. Incredible driving. He will look to push onto this top 4 train, which Lighty retakes the lead off. Never mind, that's fun as well. And just like that, we might be back with a McLaren 1-2, but no, Voicey not giving in. As him and Max Van go side by side. Max Van in this. Yes, takes the lead in Austria race. The second. It is Max Van who's just swooped past. Took the lead in Austria. Incredible work from the McLaren driver as we're back into a McLaren 1-2 like we did at the start, but the other way around. But you know, Lighty definitely going to come straight back in. And you don't see much fights between teammates. Yes, Max Van is on top right now. But for how much longer? Because here comes Lighty, DRS. I don't expect to see much fight between the teammates, and Lighty just like that does retake the lead. Now will Max Van have the opportunity to come back? DRS open. No, he won't. Bobby on the back of brake lines. Yusuf. Send on the Red Bull. Does not be fighting a race win for Ferrari, and he is right past the second half. Can he finally get away from the Red Bull driver Yusuf? As Max Van now still on the back of Lighty. These two McLarens are pushing each other to the limits for this race win. Trying to drop. Not quite working as Tempo gets the first penalty of the day. And now here comes Max Van. It's now the guy Lighty has to watch McLaren, or the other McLaren, retakes the lead in Austria, as we have got a race on our hands here, 10 laps in only. And Yusuf and Breaking Bad are not stopping anytime soon. They are giving it everything. And here comes Bobby as well. Is it going to be 3 wide? No. As I think we keep watching this, we know Breaking Bad might. Yusuf on the Red Bull. Let's just look at this train all the way down to Oliver. Everyone has DRS. Oh, and Bobby with it trying to make a send on Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad shrugs it off. Let's look at this sight. As it looks like Breaking Bad might be setting up Yusuf for the move. Whitey also might be setting up on Max Fan, but maybe not for now. As Breaking Bad continues sitting behind the Red Bull. Yellow flags, it's Tiempo. Tiempo is round the Haas driver. Round him. Such bad luck for him. Dome past Ryan, right? Keeps it ahead of Breaking Bad. Max Van starting to build a mile front to his teammate. If he can get that to over a second, who knows what's possible for the McLaren man. Because right now you might be wanting to watch Voicey and Lighty, because they are very close to each other. Because now Voicey not going to go for anything. Lighty obviously using that DRS, catching back up to Max Van, goes wide through turn 1. That will cost him time. Power Twan. And it looks like maybe Max Van for the lap. Let's see, here's Lighty. Will use his DRS. In fact, is he going to go for it here? Lighty retakes the lead in Austria. These McLarens. Oh, he goes wide and deep though, and Max swoop back. A bit of racecraft used from Max to keep the lead. He was there hoping. Voice was there hoping wider for Lighty, so he swooped in. It's Breaking Bad got Yusuf as well. This three-way battle, Yusuf, Breaking Bad and Bobby. Leo's just here watching this top 3 in his Alpine, waiting to pounce on a big mistake from one of them. As now here comes Lighty again, maybe on Max Fan as there's Tempo's retired car. As no happy that any positions now. Oliver just given he has lost positions, a big mistake from the Aston Martin, I assume. Has moved him down a few positions here and promote Dome into maybe it's a bit of a 2-on-1 between the Red Bulls and Yusuf. Not between the Red Bulls and Yusuf. Sorry. As now this pack is 7 seconds off the lead one. Lighty had a great chance to retake the lead here in Austria. No fight from Max Fan as Leo is into the pits. The first man to pit in this race on lap 14 off the medium tyre. They assume looking at an undercut. There we go. We're looking at an undercut. Obviously there's an undercut. Onto the hard tyres goes the Williams driver. Had an incredible qualifying. Not quite replicated that in the race, but could this be? The catapults getting back. Breaking Bad and Yusuf once more. Giving it everything between them. As this has been an incredible battle between Red Bull and Ferrari. Up the road, Lighty leading to Max Fan. They are start as Leo has dropped out. No, Leo pits. Leo is going for the undercut, looking at his shot to take any sort of getting the podium or maybe even the lead. Hoping for a powerful. The Alpine will pit. He's not been able to make it with pace. Clearly a car restriction, not the driver. But he's held up. No, that's just lag. So he'll come out. Potentially clear air. Quite a few people in the pits actually. Yusuf, Bobby and Power Twan all pitting. And this is Leo trying to take his shot at the win in Austria, upset the world, take the win in Alpine, when everyone else was watching the McLaren battle with Voicey there as well. You've got to think Voicey covers Leo off here. The two McLarens can't really, they start on the hards, they're relying on tyres. You've got to think here that Mercedes and Voicey has to cover off the Alpine, pit off the medium tyre. Clearly the hards are just working better on the McLarens now anyway, as he cannot make headway. He doesn't though, he stays out, trying to then overcut on Leo, as if we get the gap to the leader. Don't know what I'm doing there. Leo is about 20 seconds off the lead. So if Leo can just get about another second, he will be in a net P1 just like that. As Breaking Bad will cover off Yusuf. Hope Yusuf hasn't jumped him. Let's watch this. Yusuf will come round the final corner. It's going to be close between the Red Bull and the Ferrari. It's through turn 1 comes Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad will get out ahead of Yusuf. Just about. And he'll be glad to see that, as he can now hopefully get a bit of an undercut as well to that leading pack that have stayed out of Voicey, Lighty and Max Fan, as well as these kind of three as well. As I think you're going to see the McLarens not battle here, work together, try and make their overcut risk on the hards, because all of a big 3 seconds. This lap Voicey does pit. So if you watch Leo, I expect Leo potentially here to be ahead of Voicey, as Hidaleo now gets a 3-second time penalty. Will Leo jump Voicey here in Austria? Can he get himself up into net podium positions? Beats out Dome. It's a drag race with him and Voicey as they come through turn 1. For Leo, he is behind Voicey, but Voicey still has to get up to speed. I think, but just about, I think Voicey has stayed ahead of the Alpine, so these two will now try and undercut the McLaren duo, who have started on the hards. Try and take the lead, but here comes Leo. Down the inside of Voicey. He knows he needs this if he wants the podium positions, but this is not going to help them catch Max Van and Lighty. Voicey keeps the position. P5 for now, of course. As Breaking Bad has only made about a second on them so far. So I think the battle to watch right now is probably... Oh, and there you go. That's a massive, massive loss for Leo, who gets the time penalty. I think here is the battle to watch, probably. I think Leo might go for a couple of moves. Trying to get the... It's the fastest lap. As he is called back up to Breaking Bad and Yusuf. Great work from Bobby. Voicey. There's no real battles ongoing. Everyone trying to check the gap to the leader again. Off of Voicey and Leo, it's only 18.5 seconds as Jamie gets a penalty. The Mercedes and the Alpine will jump the two McLarens when they pit, but their medium tyres are going to be on the McLaren, so they need to continue, just keep going, work together. As Max Van is back past Lighty, but Lighty has come straight back past. They're working together in the DRS, swapping the lead, this McLaren duo, who are absolutely flying today. There's Ryan in P3 as well, Bobby with another fastest lap. All over pits. As is Bobby going to have a bit of a look at Yusuf then. Can the Aston Martin have a look at the Red Bull? Yusuf's ERS struggling heavily. This might be the chance that Bobby needs, but he's going to wait for now. Sarah with another 3 seconds. Unlucky for him then. As I wonder how many more. There you go. There's the first McLaren to box. Max Van, the one who's behind, is going to be the first McLaren into the pit box here in Austria. Let's see them. Boise is about to come through. Will be out ahead of Max Van together. I'm pretty sure they will, as Max Van is coming down the pit lane again now. Voice and Leo are going to drag race, go past, jump the McLaren. They will both jump the McLaren driver, but who has obviously gone into the mediums now. They're about 2 seconds ahead, which means now, if you these two work together, use that DRS, try and put a gap on him whilst he's on the mediums. As Saro is round, and that brings out a safety car, a VSC. He's beached. Saro is beached. Yeah, just setting spine when you're beached. As I assume, I see a battle going on. There's a battle here between Power Twan and Jamie. Watching this from Hidalgo, trying to get in as Lighty comes into the pits. Power Twan gets through. Jamie led his teammate through there. So Lighty comes in. So where will Voicey be? Just like before, it's through the double right-hander. Will Voicey, as Ryan comes in as well, re-inherit the lead of this Grand Prix? As it's a bigger gap to Lighty. Lighty's tyres, I don't know what's gone wrong with Lighty's lap, but they're quite a bit ahead, and Max Van seemingly quite a bit ahead as well. So Max Van sat 1.5 seconds behind. You'd think the McLarens would need to work together, but Lighty, intriguingly, is actually closer to Breaking Bad than his teammate. I don't know what has happened to our pop sitter today on that in-lap, but a terrible in-lap has put him at a very big risk of winning this race with his teammate so far ahead, and Boise and Leo another 5 seconds up the road now. Of course, Max Van rapidly catching into the DRS, and I expect Lighty probably will. But definitely an unhelped side as now Mercedes Voicey has the lead. Mercedes want to shock the world, have their driver win this race on a brilliant strategy call from him. Leo once again, Peter and Alpine, and we respect how good of a job he does in that Alpine car, fighting for another race win. As the Max back as these three are 4 seconds up the road from the McLaren. Breaking Bad is Bobby still can't find his way past Yusuf. Any fights? Not really. And Voicey and Leo going at it, but Voicey will keep the position. And Max Van, he'll be waiting to pounce. Them fresh medium tyres. He's going to have so much more grip than the two in front. A genuine strong chance for Max Van to take the one in Austria now as he bears down on Voicey and Leo. It's going to depend how much he can get past what is currently Leo, who has just lost a few tenths here. As you know, if you can stay in the DRS, Leo, it's going to be hard for overtakes. So if his Alpine can just keep working, it'll be a very good thing for Voicey. As you see there, Max Van just not able to make headway down the straight lines. It might have to be a bit of an audacious move at this rate from the McLaren as Leo continues to work with Voicey. Lighty not making enough headway into the gap currently either to have his shot of winning. There's like 3 constructors firing out. It's what you love to see. And is this Max Van's chance? This is what we mean. Late on the brakes. Brilliant manoeuvre using the grip the medium tyre has and the traction. And Max Van's McLaren is back into second place in this race as he will now chase Voicey down at an absolute rate of knots. The grips difference that his car will have, you've got to think it's a matter of time before McLaren retake the lead off the Mercedes now on the hards. And then after that, it's all about, can Voicey stay on the DRS, keep the battle going, and when it switches, when the hards once again become quicker, can he pounce? As you think here, maybe might be Max Van's opportunity. Get the move done as quickly as possible. Here he comes, the McLaren of Max Van down the straight. Gets it before the corner, and we once again have a new leader of Max Van in this Austrian Grand Prix. He breezes past the Mercedes of Voici, who will now look to do more work, at least to take P2 today. As Lighty's still not taking enough time to the train due to DRS. Max Van takes the lead. He will now look Voici and Leo to try and really put himself as the favourite to win here. Voici knows DRS is going to be his friend. Wait for the tyres to switch, and when he's quicker, try and pounce to take the win for him and for Mercedes. Retaining last 12 laps here. Voici does keep DRS, so does Leo. Leo will be looking behind, trying to manage the 3-second gap to Lighty. Stay in this DRS, trying to get yet another podium for LP. As Voici is sat right in that DRS as well. Sorry about that. As now just, there is an opportunity maybe for Voici here. Power Chuan, 13 seconds. 13 seconds, no, 30 seconds. So here we go. Voici, is he looking at it? Not just yet. But this is nose to tail. Telling Max Van, just because you've got the move, this race is not done. I want the win as much as you do, and I'm going to push you as hard as possible to it. Leo sat there, hopeful, saying, if any of you get penalties, you cannot look away from me. But right now, that 30 seconds really hurting the Alpine. Because here we go. Is there going to be a chance then for Voici to retake the lead in Austria? DRS enabled. You think probably wait, as Lighty is starting to take time out of them now as well. Saro 10 seconds in the pit lane. I assume he's retiring. There you go. And now here comes Voici. Ooh, ooh! I don't know if there's a spin or there's a bit of contact. But losing a lot of time. He's going to need the ERS and DRS to kind of get him back into behind. Now, Voici went for the move, and it just did not pay off. Dome goes past Faisal. Here's another battle on track. There's Dome and Faisal. Ferrari versus Aston Martin. Faisal, ooh! So close. There's Banter Brandon there as well, looking to capitalise on any sort of error from either driver. Now it'll be Dome keeping the position. Power Twan getting past Hidalgo in the Williams. And now back on board with the leaders. As this train has died down a bit, Breaking Bad. Kind of just sitting in P5, happy with his race. Voici chasing back down Max Van for this race win. Oh, is he looking for something here? I thought he was looking at... Oh, he is, I think. I thought he was looking at a very audacious there. Voici looking very... Telling Max Van, you're not the winner just yet, son. Around the outside, maybe here, not quite. Is he trying to switch it? No. Gonna keep it there for another lap here. As now... Here they come. Dome and Faisal going to continue their battle here. Not quite. And Rosso Hidalgo has this little train here. Going to stay as is as well. So Max Van... longer and longer time goes on, the more and more Voici tyres will start coming to him. And now Voici. Dome gets a time penalty. Dome gets a time penalty. And Voici swoops round the outside and has retook the lead in Austria. Maybe those hards and mediums, pretty equal tyres now. And Mercedes back in the lead, but Max Van's saying, not so quick. Back down the inside. This is fantastic racing. McLaren versus Mercedes, and Max Van straight back into the lead, Ryan with a 3-second penalty. It's a shame to see. Bit of contact through there between the McLaren and Mercedes. Look at these three, all so close in one shot. So unfortunate Leo has the time penalty. As here we go, Max Van still has the lead, but Voicey now telling him, I'm coming for you. 7 or so more laps left in this race, and this is anyone's game. Voicey with a big 3 seconds. Wow, Max Van, that will have just made his eyes light up, and Voicey definitely going for the move now, and so is Leo, because Leo has just seen a shot at him having a P2 minimum in this race, and if they can make 3 seconds away, so Voicey now has the lead. He needs to hope he can make 3 seconds after these all being so close around here for so long. This has just played right into McLaren's hands, who are now in a net 1-2. McLaren are back into a net 1-2 because Lighty is within the penalties of both Voicey and Leo. This is mega for McLaren. Patched away. Now the penalties. Should we see how many penalties Max Van has? If any. Not penalties, warnings, if he has any. Okay, so Max Van. If he goes off track once more, he's also got a 3. What about Lighty? 2 warnings, but I don't think that's track limits. I'll just double check. Oh no, it is track limits. Okay, so they're both on 2 warnings. So one more exceeding of track limits from either McLaren, and we can have a right race in our hands to end this. So here we go. Max Van knows now though, don't exceed track limits, sit behind Voicey, this can be your race to win. Voicey's going to have to push what he's got left in that McLaren, now that that penalty is there. So we go again. Voicey cannot get away from Max Van. And it's got to be annoying. You're there. You've got this penalty holding you back. The guy behind you does not even have to make the move on track to win the race. But he wants... Does he want to win this on track? Is he going to go for it? He wants this on track. Max Van does not want this on penalties. He wants it left. No doubt. He was the best driver today. As now he retakes the lead on track. Leo's going to try and go down the inside of Voicey. Not going to quite happen for the Alpine there, but Leo sees his chance for another position as he's now right up the back of Voicey, wheel for wheel. Leo down the inside. The Alpine is past the Mercedes. Oh, bit of contact. All getting a little bit leery. Further and further into the penalties. Breaking Bad is even starting to catch up penalties now. Could Breaking Bad take a very surprise podium with this fighting? 3 wide! 3 wide! Voicey! It's back for Voicey into the lead. Leo in P2. And Max Van has seen himself fall to P3, but it does not matter to him in this race. Yellow flags for Rossi here to Leo. A bit of a spin. So now Voicey has the lead, but the 2 with penalties for the top 2. And so, right now, it still doesn't matter. Voicey needs to start pushing hard away from Leo, create a gap, hope Leo holds up the McLarens that can give him his massive win in Austria. This is probably the best case scenario. See, the one thing you need is Leo to play ball, to do his thing and hold up the McLarens. That's what you're hoping for if you're the Mercedes driver. as currently he has 8 tenths, so he needs to make 2.2 seconds to Max Van in not many laps to make his dreams come true. There's Voicey. As Oliver gets a 3 second, I thought that was McLaren's for a second. As now Lighty is into the DRS train as well. All this battling has brought Lighty, after all this back, with a chance of winning. If he gets past his teammate, he will be. No Max Van is watching behind. He thought he pretty much had it wrapped up in a present, and all the battling, you just have to sit there. But all the battling, he won it on track, and it's brought Lighty back in with a chance. Voicey leads on track, but has the penalty. Leo on track. As we're heading into our final 3 laps. Like it's going to be... from Breaking Bad could have him find himself out of nowhere in P3 as the Ferrari is just pushing so hard on this stint. And I think Leo maybe understands this, understands he can't afford to fight Voicey because he could lose the position to Breaking Bad, Yusuf and Bobby, all for the gain of 1. Or maybe he goes, Leo to take the lead on track. The Alpine of Leo has Alpine is an cell. Oh, contact! And Voicey all slidey. Max Van straight back on through. Nearly a second for Leo now. As Breaking Bad is into the DRS train, this man is on for a podium from the back of the grid. An incredible recovery drive. Who knows when Yusuf and Bobby could finish. That contact has really hurt Voicey. Lighty with 3. Lighty gets 3. And now Breaking Bad is on for P2. Imagine Max Van got on, he could win. As right now, Max Van will have seen Edward Browning penalty. 2 laps left. There's nothing to do. Lighty, massive mistake, he's down to 7th. His race is pretty much done. Voicey, round, or Spanel, I don't know what. Everything's coming down. Breaking Bad is on for a podium. Yusuf might be on for a podium as well. No, he's not. He's got a penalty. So Bobby in the Aston Martin could be on for a podium here. Oh, that's not. This is Leo. It's about to begin the final lap. Leads in an Alpine. Max Van sat just behind him. Is going to be the race winner as things stand. As long as he just keeps his car on track, does not invalidate one more time, Max Van and the McLaren will win. If he would get a penalty, he will put Breaking Bad in winning position. Here we go then. On board with Max Van. Is he just going to go for the move on Leo? Or is he going to be just going to sit back? No, he wants it on track. Of course he does. And he will take it on track. The lead for the McLaren. Max Van, he's in the net lead. He is the leader. Bobby going through on Yusuf. Bobby, though, this fight with Yusuf might have just cost him a podium. I think this fighting for Bobby is... This here is costing Bobby a podium. All you had to do, sit behind him. You had the podium. Lighty going to fight him now. This has cost Bobby a podium. His pride getting his way. It's why he don't want to fight it, really. But he'll come round now. The last couple corners. They don't take his win away from him. Max Van has drove a brilliant race. And it will be P1 for the McLaren here today. Breaking Bad second after penalty. Due to after starting last place. What a drive. And Leo P3 in the end just about does keep his position. With penalties, and it's another podium in Alpine. Voicey, P4. This man looked like he's on for the win at one point. And at the end of the day, it's not even a podium. Bobby takes P5. What? It could be a podium if he didn't start fighting. The man who came P6 and P7. The man who came 6 and Yusuf and Lighty. Brandon with a great P8. Dome P9. Ryan P10. Oliver 11th. Faisal 12th. Jamie 13th. Power Twan 14th. And Rosso Hidaleo 15th. Tiempo. What a drive from Max Fan. What a race. That could have been anyone's game, but it's the McLaren man's day as he wins in Austria. Anyway, thanks for watching. GPR. I'm actually going to get the results down to probably. There's areas. Race. Goodbye.